Using Facebook to get Christmas light customer is a good way to get customers. I know a lot of people that have used Facebook. And so we're going to talk a little bit about things with Facebook and the overall things that we need to do, and then I will go in detail in other videos of your business page, groups, that kind of thing. So I'm going to give an overview of what we need to do now, but then I will also give you the view of um, each individual things of how we can do this. So Facebook works off an algorithm, and if we're going to post once a week, it's probably not going to get seen by many people. And so Facebook knows what, when we start posting, what are some things that will get seen and what things that will not. And I'll show you my personal page. I've been doing this strategy for about 2 months or 3 months now. In my pressure washing group, I did a thing about Facebook and on my Marketing Monday, and I've been doing it ever since then. And I'll show you where I'm starting to get traction of people are starting to see my posts, people are starting to post, people are starting to comment on my post. And so I will give you some of those tactics that I've used so far to be able to get this done. So the key thing of it is posting. We have to post. If we don't post, it's not going to ever get seen. Now, if we can post quality stuff, is good. It's not just about posting 500 things a day and think that's going to get it. I think that 1 to 2, maybe 3 posts a day is good, and we got to keep on it. This isn't one that we just post one time and done, and well, that didn't work. No, this is something that, yes, it is free and it works good, but we have to work it. It has to be worked a lot. So, with our personal page, you can see that I have about 4,300 friends up here. So, a lot of those are pressure washers and Christmas light installers and my type of business people that I'm looking for, that I'm into. There's also a lot of realtor friends because when I first started out, I liked all the realtors and on their post and all of that. So they're on there also. So it is a combination of stuff. I also have, especially if you are in kids sports, all the families that are in the kids sports side of things. And so basically, we don't just want one group of friends. We want several friends. We want, if we go to church, we want the church friends. If we do political stuff, we want the political stuff. Now, that being said, these are some things that we don't really want to be posting about is the political and religion side. Now, it's one thing that we can like them and that kind of stuff, but we do have to be careful when we start posting that stuff because not everybody's going to agree with you, and so it's not about whether you agree with me. It's about whether you're going to give me money. And the last thing I want to do is piss you off because you don't think the same way as I do. Well, I got news for you. Nobody thinks the same way as you do because that's why we're all unique and all individual. So, some things that we can do to post is, we can obviously put our business name up in here where that way people know who we work for, our website, all of that cool stuff. I put the University of Northwestern, that's where I went to college up in Lima, Ohio. I might find some people that way through my college friends or your college friends, especially if you went to college locally. Some other things we can do is just if you're married, that way you're hitting that type of person. Obviously, we want to have a photo of you or your family or something along those lines. Remember, Facebook is about friends and personal and all of that good stuff. Um, the next thing is we also have to be reminded that this is mobile friendly. So we really got to remember that probably 90% of the people are going to be on their cell phones. So just remember that when we're trying to post stuff, when we're doing, if we're going to do videos, make sure that you put subtitles under them, so that way when people are scrolling, that they will be able to see. Now, I try to post 1 to 2 times a day, and I try to post. What I've done is I have went on the question side of things. I've asking questions to see what people say. Some are business questions. Some, especially if you're on your side of things, it could be, what's your favorite restaurant? What's the best football team in the area? What's the, and ask those questions, because when we do, what happens is, if Facebook starts seeing the algorithm getting seen, then Facebook will show more of your stuff, because you are helping Facebook keep people on Facebook longer. And that is the goal. Their goal is, because at the end of the day, you are the product of Facebook. So they want to make sure you stay on Facebook as long as possible. And that's why we don't want to put too many links in our stuff, in our post. We don't, if we're going to put a link, we want to put a link in the comments. So that way, because if we put a link up here, Facebook knows that we're going to be sending people off. So then Facebook isn't going to show it out as much. So that is some things. Now, there is times that we can put a post with up there, but that not very often. The other thing is, it's not about sell all the whole time. It's about engagement. You will see here how many times I've posted of selling something. So, here's one I just did an hour ago. And it's already got 6 likes and 9 comments, so it's getting traction, and that was only an hour ago. Here's one I did yesterday, and I've had 28 comments, and again, we've had 6-7 likes. So again, we're getting that stuff here. Then I got hacked on one of my sites. So this was a great post. Look, did I put anything special on here? No. What are you doing on Labor Day? I had 17 likes and 83 comments. Again, not nothing rocket science, not nothing that is spectacular. What are you doing on Labor Day? And it was on Labor Day, and so I got all kinds of questions. We got some stuff here. Again, we don't want to post too much political stuff. All right. So here was one, and I talked about the Facebook group. Again, it's 22. It's 8 comments. It's not me share, and I did share this into several groups. It's not me saying, "Hey, go buy my stuff." Hey, here's a Facebook group that you can go into and join, and you can do the exact same things. Again, you can do quotes. You can do motivational quotes. You can do all different kinds of things to get people. My best skill was I was coachable. I was a sponge and aggressive to learn. Michael Jordan. It's just a quote. Again, this one had 21, actually more than that, almost 25 likes and stuff, and 5 comments. Again, what was the biggest win you've had? 50 comments with 8-9 likes. So again, this is stuff that you can see of how that. Again, you haven't seen me sell one time yet. I know there is some in here that I did sell, where I pushed, the pressure washing training or stuff like that. But you can see that I'm posting every day, one day, and it's either a comment, it's a post, it's something to keep people to see in front of me. And that is the goal. And so if you have soccer, then we're going to talk about soccer parents and soccer stuff. So that was a picture of me and my daughter, my oldest daughter, right here. I didn't even see that on that first go around. Me and my oldest daughter talking about, just talking. We were just we just came back from a tournament, and that was me and her, and it got lots of likes and lots of comments. And so that's what we want to do. That's what we want to try to do, to be able to do that. Some other things that will help the algorithm is if we go Facebook Live. Again, I will talk about that in a different video, but if we do Facebook Lives, that will also help us out a bunch. If we do stories, if we do our stories during the day, and we do stories, and see if this thing will work, but if we do stories where, we're kind of going about our day and we're just talking about it, right here, if we create a story, this again will help with the algorithm, so that way they will see us and keep us going. So just some things to think about and to push. Again, if we're going to use Facebook, we have to use Facebook. We have to go. We don't, it's not one of those things that we get on here and we need to do groups. But again, this isn't the pressure washing and the Christmas light groups or your industry groups. This is the neighborhood groups. And I will hit on that on a whole nother video. But again, it's something that we got to do. We got to be that person that if people are commenting on other people's stuff, if they're asking questions, we're answering them. We're not giving snarky answers. We're helping people. You know, if people are looking for certain things or looking for a plumber, hey, we'll let you know who a plumber is, you know. And so these are the things that we need to do to make sure that we can use Facebook for free. Rob Anderson does it a lot, and he gets a lot of business off of Facebook. But again, I did a thing, and he had posted 67 times on his business page, 67 times on his business page, and 40 sometimes on his personal page in a 16-day period. So over 100 posts within 16 days. Think about that. That's what we have to do. That's what we have to do to make Facebook work for us. Facebook can be free, but if we're not using Facebook right, it doesn't do us any good at the end of the day. If we're only going to do it a little bit here and there, then it's not going to help us and it's not going to be successful at the end of the day.